welcome to our roundtable via camera, Skype, whatever. Today we want to talk about, well, we got a bunch of things to talk about. Let's talk about, first off, this Saturday coming up is going to be a 1v1 match with Eric Koch versus Gernader Jake. So that's going to be at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So I hope you guys tune in. And we're doing the winner. The loser sends the winner $250 that goes to their charity, and the two charities are Extra Life and what was the other one, Pikachu? It's
Turtle Wildlife.
Oh my god!
Something.
I don't know. I think
Hey, it's for the turtles. It's for the turtles. Okay.
No. Yeah, okay, but let's look it up. So, as I want to make sure we're promoting the charity, which is I think it's I keep wanting to say Turtle Beach, but we're not donating to a headset company. So I think it's Turtle something Wildlife Extreme.
No,
All right,
it's
we'll figure
not.
it out.
No, it's
we'll
not.
get back to you.
I got you, Chad. I got you.
He's just making shit up.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, so we're gonna do a charity.
It's Turtle Ridge Wildlife Center. That is a charity.
Turtle Ridge Wildlife Center.
That Gernader Jake.
That's Gernader Jake. Gernader Jake supports Turtle Ridge Wildlife Center, and Eric Koch.
What a weirdo!
Eric Koch is supporting Extra Life. So that's gonna be this. That's going to be this Saturday, the 12th at 8 p.m. I mean, the 8th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So check it out. We're going to have some undercard battles with probably me and Baby Arms. And then we're going to, I like his smile when I say that. And then we're going to do that. And also we're probably going to have our friends like Arrow and some of the other people versus some of Gernader Jake's friends. So please tune in. Again, it's this Saturday.
It's Gernader.
This Saturday at the 8th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So check it out, and we'll see. People online don't think Koch's gonna win because they don't know who he is, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna get in that ass.
We don't think he's gonna win either.
Okay,
I'm
actually
no.
Koch's gonna win.
Yeah,
but
I'm
voting for Koch.
And Gernader Jakes, he's been playing a lot of Fortnite. And I'm not super impressed with his D2 skills, so we'll see. We'll fucking see.
We will.
You gotta remember, he's a fucking streamer. No one thinks of me as a streamer, so I'm gonna get in that ass.
Oh,
fuck you,
excuse me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. But anyway, it should be exciting.
Somebody's really
exciting. It should be exciting. Now, speaking of Destiny, so the DLC's coming out this week on what is it, Tuesday? And
Tuesday.
Yeah, and we just did our first run with Gambit. So what do you guys think of Gambit? What did you think about it?
I love it.
I love Gambit.
I love it.
Definitely a team-oriented game.
I thought it was all right.
I didn't.
Okay, wait. I want to hear Griffin elaborate.
Griffin. Yeah, shit on it. Let's go.
It was all right.
Well, because it reminds me when we first got Prison of Elders, and Prison of Elders was great and it was so fun. But then after a while, it was like, oh, the map it's too small and too repetitive. And this is going to be super repetitive after a while. It's going to be the same thing every time. Taken Warrior, and this. How are they going to mix it up? I mean, that's fun for like what we just did, like 3 days. I'm just saying 3 days it was fun, but like then what? You know what I mean? I mean, Prison of Elders had different maps too, but it got repetitive.
I think the fact that you're going against another team, it makes it competitive. It makes it a PvP/PvE event. That's what's going to make it fun because you're always competing. You're not just going against the same AI. You're going against AI.
I mean, that is true. I mean, the one thing that I guess you're right about that. I mean, it adds that element of like that because that's a surprise. That's actually always the annoying part of it when that little guy comes in and just
fuck shit up with Wardcliff Coil.
Yeah.
And Sleeper Simulant.
So I guess, but
I can tell you. Yeah.
What are you gonna say, Craig?
That was interesting. Was like the Sleeper Simulant was already being overused. Like the guys that would invade were already like so many of them were using Sleeper and just like taking dudes out from like the end of the map. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna find ways to balance that because if everybody just uses stuff like that, it kind of also becomes redundant.
I think because Heavy, I've used Sleeper before this last patch. you got more ammo. And not a lot of people use sleeper in PvP, but I think people are finding out that you can not only map people in PvP, but people are using it in Gambit because it does so much damage. The DPS on it is just crazy.
It's got
so it
much
works for
range.
both.
Yeah,
it works for both things.
Pikachu, somebody wrote to you in chat.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, why don't you read it? You're always good at reading Griffin.
No, it's okay.
No, read it out.
Yeah,
read your
Pikachu.
things, baby.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Pikachu looks like Maury Povich and Sandro had food sex.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So on a side note, I mean, I like Gambit. I was a little disappointed because I was like, I was surprised that I guess it's one map. We'll have to see how it is. I mean, Koch, you even said yourself like you wanted to give it a break because you didn't want to overdo it right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but obviously that's just one part of the DLC. There's supposed to be more stuff than that. I thought there's another mode too. It wasn't just Gambit. I thought there's another gameplay mode coming out.
I don't think so. I think it's just Gambit.
I thought there was.
I
read
PvP?
about that. For PvP, but I might be wrong. But I think there was two.
Well, I know with the annual pass, I know periodically through the season they're gonna add stuff. That's why they do the Crucible labs and stuff like that to test it out.
Right.
So they might with Forsaken there might be a new PvP mode.
Yeah.
Other than Gambit.
Well, I think I'm excited to see. I'm at least excited to see like the new story stuff. I hope they have a better story mission. We know Cade's dead, at least from the trailers, and so it'll be interesting to see what the story is.
You got to understand, even the stuff with Gambit, like just testing it. I mean, you guys remember when Destiny 2, the beta, came out? It was literally you had the same gear. Like there's not it'll be more interesting when you're getting specific loot from the.
Well, right. I mean, that's the thing, right? We're gonna have new roles. We're going to have the new roles, so that's going to change gameplay. Armor. Right, so all that's going to change a lot of stuff. Plus new supers, which is another thing we haven't even really talked about yet. We haven't really played with.
Pumped.
That'll be good. But only thing I am, if we're going to talk about these new changes for Destiny, not just the Gambit thing and what's coming up, but the changes that they've had now is I'm a little I'm 50-50 on.
So you're like on the fence with the changes to the
because
weapon
one thing Destiny is great about doing is like making you think you're getting something new, and they just bring you back something old, and then we're like, oh my god, I'm so excited! They moved the weapon slots, and now it's just like I don't necessarily. I thought it was you had to be more skilled to be a successful player before because of the type of gun slots. You had to use auto rifles and SMGs and hand cannons in that second slot, and then those power weapons were on the bottom slot, and you didn't get that money. You didn't like shotguns and fusion rifles. You didn't get that many ammo like you get now. So now they're taking away that whole slot. Like, why would you use an auto rifle in the second slot now? So it's just taking away all those guns and making it very like limited in terms of like, cause it's just gonna be shotguns, fusion rifles, and then occasional people like Koch who are gonna use hand cannons. But for the most part, all those great guns that they came up with are all useless now, and I don't like that.
Well, I mean,
not necessarily.
I hear what you're saying, but yeah, I think like right now I knew like people are starting to use inaugural address. It's supposed to be a big one that like nobody played with, until this patch, until this update. So it's like, it'll be interesting to see how it balances out. I mean, I hope you're wrong.
I'd love to go to that site. What's that site that you can go to where you could see what weapons are being used? Remember they had that site on
Destiny? Is it Destiny Tracker?
I think it's
it might be Destiny Tracker.
Go to Destiny Tracker right now and see like with the weapons that are being used now. And I don't think I thought submachine guns were a great gun. It is a great gun in that second slot. Like, who is going to use that submachine gun in that second slot over a shotgun, a sniper rifle? There's another one too. So now you have sniper rifles, fusion rifles, shotguns. Who's going to use the auto rifle and a SMG in that slot? I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
one-on Coke. Don't you think one-on-one, a SMG versus shotgun or a fusion rifle, it's a loss?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely it's definitely hard to justify using, double primary. The one thing I will say though is I noticed that they tweaked the shotguns a little bit. Like they're still good. If people are point blank, they're gonna kill you in one shot. But I noticed they're not as strong as they were when they were in heavy slots. I think the only weapon that's really like a special that's still a heavy for whatever reason they didn't tame it is Telesto.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, Telesto.
Yeah,
Telesto is being like overused. But I will say, slide shotguns back, and it drives me crazy. But it's
yeah.
I mean,
but,
it's fair. It's fair.
Here's the problem. I liked the previous way. Well, I like the double primary, but so many people in the Destiny community like to cry, and everybody was crying about time to kill and this, that, and the other. So now that they got this back, this is what they wanted. You see the forums now, and they're just like, this is so stupid. Shotguns are back, and one-hit shoulder charges. Yeah, and I'm like, you guys all asked for this. You asked for this.
No, I'm with you, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I like having the shoulder charge back, but I think that all the melee kills should be one-shot kills. Like if it's powered up. If it's powered up, well, you get the shoulder charge, and it's on you. You can only do it once now until you power up again. So why don't the other people have a one-hit kill? They should have a one-hit kill too.
I mean, I guess they could, but I guess there are some people, one-hit throwing knife kills would be pretty ridiculous.
It'd be really nasty.
Well, except
because you have range.
But you can give that character a different type of ability that balances it out. That's what I thought they were trying to do anyway.
Well, I think they brought it back because I truthfully think like the last couple years, I mean the last year at least, I've barely seen anybody use Titans. I mean, most people were back to Hunters or Warlock. No, it's true. Like I think because they nerfed the Titans, people will play what they think they're good at, and Titans were obviously people felt underpowered because most people weren't using them comparatively to probably Hunters, especially when you started to do the invisibility mixed with Shadow Shot and all that other crap. Like everybody was
that was cancer.
That was cancer. Yeah.
I will say, and everybody was an Arc Strider too before this last.
But it made Titans useless though. Because if you shoulder charge and you're not killing, all you're doing is pushing somebody, and then they're now in a better position to kill you. That's what was happening.
I think
you hit them. Go ahead.
I think they intended it to be a finisher, but I definitely think the damage isn't. I don't know if it should necessarily be a one-hit kill, but it should definitely be.
Like a critical.
It should completely take somene's shield. Yeah.
Yeah, they should be absolute.
Yeah. So, if you get in a gunfight and you get close and you panic, you got something you can kind of finish somebody off with. I could understand that, but the one-hit kill, you're already seeing, in the Crucible, you're seeing so many Titans running around now. There's so many.
Well, because I think it's back, because now
their mobility is a little better too, though. That's what I like.
Yeah, they're they
got this great. They're quick on their feet now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just glad to see them improve it because I felt like, especially this last year, they were really sluggish and not as exciting. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see all the changes, see how they try to balance everything, because there's, especially with all the new weapons and armor again, it's going to be tough to see what the new metas are. But I'm sure they're going to get there. I mean, remember when everybody was using Mida? That ended. Now it's...
Yeah, but they do that all the time. There's always some weapon that everybody uses, and then they do something to it, and then everybody puts it in their vault and never uses it again.
I mean,
that's what's great about Destiny. Is this organic thing that keeps going on with this damn game.
Yeah.
It was
when they had the... Yeah, go ahead.
Are we excited about I just want to say, are we excited about all these one-on-one matches that we're going to have? Because I know this part that Gernader Jake's going to have two of his friends are going to be playing some of our guys. So we got to set that up too. I really want to see that. I want to see want to see Arrow and Omi, our two friends, the brothers, the Latino brothers from Chicago. I want to see them go up against Gernader Jake's dudes. I think that's going to be I think that's going to be good. And of course,
I think it's going to be fun. I mean, I'm excited.
These two clowns.
Yeah, I'm excited to beat
I
Craig.
think for
yeah,
me,
these two.
Craig's
there's
gonna red zone.
There's a lot. Either of them could. There's a lot on the line here because I feel like these two go back and forth.
I'm not the one who
And-
broke a controller last time.
I know. That's
I
what I'm
lost
saying.
on
Last time
Whatever.
Pikachu chucked his headset or his controller. You could
He
hear.
broke his
you could
headset
hear-
and his controller.
You could hear Pikachu like scream "fuck," and you heard something smack, and then we didn't hear anything from Pikachu after that. And he's like,
really?
"Sorry, guys."
Whatever.
Threw my controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes across like he's a nice kid, but he's just he's got a dark side to him.
He's got a dark side.
Super dark.
Let's be honest.
Right?
If Craig
He's like the
beats you-
evil Yoda.
If Craig beats you in anything, it's gonna take you to a dark place. You know, let's just be.
I mean, I
real.
gotta be fair. I don't.
agreed.
It's gonna be weird though because there's gonna be new weapons and stuff, and like things have changed. So it's gonna be interesting for everybody because it's not
So
balanced.
that's what I'm excited about because, you know, Jake's a streamer, and hey, everybody can play the way they want. Everybody knows I play the way I want. No matter if I'm, you know, my weapons are the meta or not. I make the weapons I like to use work. And, you know, Jake being a hardcore streamer, he does use the meta. You know, when they find the meta, that's what he uses. So I'm excited to see if I wonder if we're going to have enough time to find out what the meta is. That's why I'm excited to do this so early to the
Yeah, we're
launch
going to
of
be
it.
doing this mad early.
So that way it's raw, you know? It's going to be more testing out weapons and seeing.
He
seeing
said he's
what
gonna.
works.
By the way,
he said he's gonna stream. He just made a post on Twitter. He said he's gonna stream at least 100 hours of the expansion before he goes back to Fortnite and grind like crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's gonna do a 24-hour stream too when we're gonna do it.
Oh well, there we go. Maybe we'll cross paths. Maybe we'll get some exhibition going on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there you go. For anybody asking, Eric is streaming. Koch is streaming from an X-rated movie theater. Just so you know.
No. I'm in.
He's in a closet right now.
I'm in my.
He's in an actual closet.
my X-rated movie theater.
The light where my phone is glaring too much, so I had to turn it off. So the light you're seeing is coming off a screen.
Right, X-rated movie screen.
Yeah.
So, side note. So I wanted to bring up something I thought was interesting because the gaming community is all up in arms right now because Spider-Man, which I'm excited about, is coming out like this next week as well. And
here he goes again, everybody talking about Spider-Man. This motherfucker won't.
No, but let me
A lot of people are actually excited for this fucking game for some reason.
Yeah, a lot of people are super excited.
Who's excited?
Insomniac.
You know,
who in the chat is
brings up
excited?
Insomniac.
Yeah, Craig brings up Spider-Man, and none of us know anything about it. Like I
know.
don't.
Let me
So
give
this is
you
the
can I
Craig
give you
moment. This is the Craig moment to talk about
No,
Spider-Man.
no.
This is the Spider-Man review by
this
Craig. Go, Craig.
There's no review. It's not out yet. No. What I want to talk about is the big controversy right now is about the downgrades of games. So when you see a game trailer, like that's what they're talking about. You see the Spider-Man game trailer, it looked really good, right? And it looked amazing.
Right.
It had like all this detail.
So
And
what? The
now
gameplay's
argument
ass
is there-
or what?
Also,
No,
it's like a
it's
McDonald's
not.
commercial where the Big Mac looks like so
Right,
good.
looks great.
right.
Like
Like
the
right.
patty is
5-star
perfect.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
the patty's
exactly.
perfect. The sauce is dripping just right,
Right.
and you get it, and you're like, "What the fuck happened to this?"
Right,
burger?
exactly. So that's the big argument right now, because like one of the biggest cases of that was Watch Dogs, because the trailer for Watch Dogs looked amazing. Like there was trash blowing on the ground, and like everything looked super detailed. And then the game came out, and it was super dumbed down. Now, to be fair, that's always like a target video, right? Or a demo is always like the in working progress, you know. So like they're trying to make it look good, but it was definitely like you know, it bums a lot of gamers out, and a lot of gamers get really angry at that. And I was just gonna see what everybody's thought was, because I expect a game not to always be exactly like a trailer they show for a game, because you know they're trying to promote something. But at the same time, you don't want it to come out and look like you said, like an actual McDonald's burger, where you're like, oh, what the hell is this? You know. What's your guys' thoughts?
Well, no one cares about Spider-Man, so
Wrong. Number one.
well, I mean, they do. I'm not surprised. They do this
See,
all the
this
time.
guy
They've been doing this for years.
This guy says it right here. The worst downgrade was the Division. That's true.
That's
Big thing with
yeah.
the Division 2. When you saw the trailer, it looked amazing, and then it had a huge downgrade.
Oh wait, has Division 2 come out already?
No. He's
No,
talking
no,
about the first one.
No,
He's talking about the first one.
Oh,
Like,
right.
When they
yeah.
showed the trailer and then to the actual gameplay, like, you know, it's just a lot of things change, you know? Sometimes I get it. Like, sometimes they just can't do certain things on consoles. But, like, you don't want it to feel like it's, you know, worse. It's funny.
Right,
like, one of
right,
the
right.
funniest things... Yeah, go ahead.
No, it just, I agree. It shouldn't be false advertising, but they got their little tricks that pull you in.
Yeah.
They get you hyped and
What's
excited.
interesting is like one of the funniest things is like people are complaining because they showed a shot of Spider-Man where there's puddles on the ground, and then the
And
next
he's
shot,
tripping.
there's not that many puddles. No, there's not that many puddles, and so like BioWare was showing off Anthem footage, and they're like, "You'll notice there's a puddle in this shot," and they were making a joke about like when the game comes out, there might not be a puddle there. Like they're addressing the controversy because it's like been such a big deal the last like week.
That's stupid.
Speaking of Anthem, is that game ever going to come out, or?
Yeah, I mean it's coming out soon. I think when like October, November. I mean it's coming out soon. You know,
What
like
game?
that was interesting. Anthem, which is like
it's supposed
it's
to be like the
EA's,
competitive.
BioWare's version of
Yeah,
like
I
Destiny
don't know.
third
I don't
person.
have high hopes for that game because the people who are making it, I feel
mean-
like the game's gonna be a big fucking letdown.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because BioWare is like seriously, classically a great game studio. I mean, they did Mass Effect 1 and 2, and they did, you know,
The
like
last
one of
Mass
the
Effect
Knights of
was
the Old
ass.
Republic games. I know that was
Their track record right now is terrible.
But
Hmm.
no, it's not. By the way, Anthem's coming out February 22nd this year. So Knights of the Old
Next
Republic
year.
was a huge game that BioWare did, and no, this year. What are you talking about next year?
February.
Oh, yeah,
February.
2019.
February?
2019.
Fuck.
Yeah.
February?
Well, I mean, after
Guys,
the New
this
Year's,
is the guy
but
that
whatever.
says that I can't read. Okay? I just want to point
You're not
that out.
reading. You're watching the screen in a porno theater. What are you talking about?
But we're pointing out something that's common sense.
I
What did
mean-
I say, Craig, when we got
Why
this
would,
argument?
but I want to know, like, what porno theater would you have to wear headphones and a mic? That would be.
It's so you don't hear the. It's so you don't hear the other
Gaming
people
porno theater.
jerking it.
A
Yeah.
gaming porno?
No, but anyway.
How come they haven't made a good porno game? How do you wonder?
Actually,
They have
nah, I'm just
VR
kidding. I don't know.
porn.
Oh,
They have VR
jeez.
porn. It's all
But do you
over the
think it's
internet.
something they would put? Do you think there'd be a company that would put like 500 million into a decent porno game? You know what I mean?
Well, they're doing it in the videos. That's what the big thing is now. It's like adult VR videos.
Yeah.
So I don't know about
Oh.
gaming. Gaming's still taking off as far as VR. Like
Yeah.
that's a big thing. Is like PlayStation sold a lot, but they didn't sell a crazy amount. And the big problem is most of the games feel like demos, and that's been a big argument online. Is VR really going to take off? I think it will.
I
but
just
think
wanna
it
know-
takes time.
Craig, where are these big arguments happening online? That you know what I mean? Like you're always talking about an argument online.
Yeah.
Like where are
I
these
mean,
arguments? Am I missing it?
Dude,
Can you
I mean,
source your
dude,
argument?
I just want to know.
no, like Reddit always has stuff about gaming like all the time, and usually they're the ones that bring it up, which most people I know like check out Reddit. And there's a lot of other game sites.
Can I give a quick
that
side
talk
note?
about-
Mhm.
Yeah.
This Scatterhorn helm with this linear fusion rifle reserves thing. Whoo. Anyway,
Yeah, the
sorry.
new armor perks. The new
armor perks are cool.
Great
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like
The armor
like
perks
those.
make it worth it again.
So,
So
think
overall-
about getting like a full set of armor with those, with all the fucking
sounds
perks,
great.
man.
Oh, really?
Super
It's gonna be
excited.
awesome.
Oh,
So-
so I hope they do like. Do you think they're gonna do like Division where you have to have a full set to get certain perks? You know what I mean? Because that'd be kind of dope.
Maybe.
I think.
Maybe.
Instead of
Rumored
mixing-
about that. Yeah,
You know, 'cause that's a
I was
Division
curious. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool if you
Yeah.
could mix or match, but you get a bonus if you have a full set. That'd be
Yeah, like if you have a whole set, that's something I think that Destiny.
I
needs.
thought they kind of did that in Destiny 1. I thought if you had a full set, it added to something to your
Well, that
repertoire.
stupid thing that he just did. That what was that thing we were working on with the armor? That
The
was
sources of
exciting.
armor?
You got
Yeah.
certain orbs. Yeah, you got certain orbs and shit like that. What if they brought that orb thing back where it was like you had to get void orbs to like load your, to get, your void super. You know what I mean? Like, what if it was that specific?
No, that sounds dumb.
Oh God, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
That sounds fucking stupid.
But I mean, I'm just thinking that's the kind of dumb shit a lot of terrible stuff in the game as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just have to find ways to make certain things more challenging without just making it just harder. Like I'd like for like more like that's what games do that bother me. It's like when they do hard mode, it's not that they actually make the game more interesting. They just make the enemies take hits longer, and shit like that.
Right.
They call it bullet sponges.
Yeah, bullet sponges. But I mean, like that's what I'd love. So now a game that
Koch with
a
the
game
terms.
that I can't. Yeah, exactly. So a game that I finally got Arthur to watch since none of you motherfuckers ever read anything
Speaking
or
of
watch
games
anything.
that we watched, Cyberpunk 2077.
That's also a nickname for Koch's girlfriend. Is Bullet Sponge.
Jesus.
Jeez.
He takes those blanks.
Come here, girl. Get that bullet sponge.
If you definitely have a chance and you haven't seen it already, I definitely recommend everyone check out the gameplay of Cyberpunk 2077. It's like a 43-minute video of actual in-game gameplay.
Now, let's go back to when Craig tried to throw us under the bus saying me and Griffin don't read anything.
Okay.
This guy emails. How many emails do you think you send our group a day?
Oh my God! It's like an insane amount of emails. Like,
It's literally one. It's literally like one email a day. If
no. Craig sends an email and then a follow-up text about the email. You know
about the email. And that's the thing. Like, you're busy, you got stuff going on. I can understand checking your texts, but I don't check my email.
You don't check
every
anything.
Hour.
You don't check anything. Forget you don't check your texts. You don't check your emails. You
I
don't read
check my
comics.
texts.
You don't do any of that shit. I asked you the other day, did you watch that video? I had to resend you a video link because you didn't even watch the first time.
And
But
you know what
anyway.
it was?
Jesus.
It was a rendition of Creed's Arms Wide Open. That's what it
you
was.
love
It was
that.
so
'Cause you
important.
love that.
It was so important.
Well,
for
you were
me to
singing it
see.
for like 8 hours.
Wide open.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one.
But now, but let's go back to Cyberpunk real quick. So Cyberpunk looks amazing.
Does
the reason
it?
I bring it up,
It really does.
The reason I bring it up is because it does. And the reason I bring it up is because one of the things I liked is there's a boss fight in it, and the guy has like a shield. You have to kind of take down the shield first before you can do any real damage. And like,
So you don't mean boss like boss. You mean boss like a real boss.
like boss.
You're not doing
boss. Yeah.
old school
Not
nerdy.
like boss,
Not old
like
school
cool.
nerdy. That
Yeah,
was
not
boss,
like
bro.
That was
was
boss.
boss.
That's like from the 70s. I think we're. Yeah, no.
All right, come on, speak up, Craig. Finish your sentence. Let's go.
But you were,
No, so I was
you were
saying,
only
going
20. You
back
were only
to being-
25 in the 70s.
And you were like 60. But the thing is, here's the thing. Griffin had like a VW van and like the big afro. But here's the thing. So like, what I liked about it is in the boss fight, like you have to like get around the guy and take down the shield, and then you can start doing damage. And it was a cool boss fight. I liked it, but that's like the thing I was saying about as being hard is like it wasn't just about shooting the guy. It was like finding a way to shoot him and take down his shield before he could deal damage.
Now, Craig, you're comparing to Destiny, but I think every raid boss has some type of puzzle mechanic that you got.
Yeah.
The raid boss
before you
does.
do DPS.
No, the raid boss does.
I
I'm
can't
just talking about
stand
the regular
that.
game.
Guys, can we talk about how shitty these raids are compared to Destiny 1?
Yeah, they're not
You know what I mean?
nearly as good.
No,
I will say,
I'll
fun,
admit
man.
I will say, like, I don't mind the raid layers. Like, the last two ones, like, they're still not as good. But I didn't mind the Vex one and even the Spire Stars. Like, the shorter ones, they're kind of like a bigger six-man strike. And I'd rather do that than spend, 6 hours doing a long puzzle raid like the Leviathan is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that the new raid isn't going to be on Leviathan, all that obnoxious gold.
Oh, I'm so tired of that
Yellow
place,
gold.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
that place.
I am
Tired of that
too.
place. Like the last,
Yep.
like this is like 3 or 4 raids now, or just that place.
Yeah.
I don't
wish
think
they would
we did.
just bring.
We didn't even.
I wish they could do legacy raids. They should call it that, legacy raids.
Oh, no,
We
you
didn't
don't.
even do the
They-
last raid.
You know,
It's
you
hard.
have,
We
like-
can't beat it. Us as a team will definitely not beat it.
No, but we never
What
did
raid?
it, right? Like
Leviathan
the
or
newest one. What's the newest one?
Spire Star.
No,
Oh,
that
yeah,
one's
yeah.
That one would be even harder for us to do.
But you know what, though? I'm not really mad about that because I was telling you guys that statistic that I read that 6% of all Destiny players have completed a prestige raid. Like, that's terrible.
Right.
Like, I don't know if that's a good, like, I don't know if that means it's hard or if it's just like nobody wants to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's the incentive besides getting
I think it's the incentive. I think it's the incentive because you get the armor was whack. The armor looked whack as fuck for a raid. The armor should have looked cooler. And then you had some good weapons, but there was no prestige level of the weapons. Like you still got the same weapons.
Oh right, right.
You'd get prestige armor, but the armor was already ugly, but the weapons were the same. Now
it's like you're doing it for the sake of doing it, and that's just not enough for me.
Well, and even in Destiny 1, so this is what I think they should do. In Destiny 1, the raid weapons were static rolls; they weren't random rolls. I think they should make the raid weapons random rolls. Think about it. That way, you would want to do the raid more because you're trying to get that perfect roll on the gun that you want.
I think do not find the raid fun at all. It's like a tedious chore. It's a chore,
here's the thing.
I can't stand it. It's not fun at all. It's frustrating, and like, ugh.
I think the problem is too is like you just have to like put aside a lot of time for it, and that's the thing. Like,
and you gotta find people who know how to do it.
And you gotta concentrate.
Yeah.
Like it's not like regular gaming where you're just kind of zoning out and shooting stuff. Like you have to be on point, and so I think a lot of people just don't want to do that. And if the rewards aren't good, then forget it.
Yeah, and a lot of the guns were fucking reskins.
Now here's another real quick. I just want to go back to another thing was like, and I just listened for 2 seconds. No, Cyberpunk. So the thing with Cyberpunk is there's a big fight right now because a lot of people don't like that it's first person, and a lot of people want to.
Is there another big fight?
I feel like you're making this shit up, dude.
A lot of fights, man.
I tried to not laugh.
Hear me out.
I tried my hardest to not laugh.
But it's the same
There's
thing
another
with Koch.
big fight.
This is a big issue. This is a big issue because like they want the developer to change like that there's a third person. And Koch, you kind of aren't excited about Anthem because it's third person, right? As
third
opposed
person.
to first person.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just curious to see what everybody's taking on first person versus third person. I mean, obviously it depends on games. But what do you guys feel
I never used to like this how Destiny is. I used to not like these type of games. I want to see my character, I like seeing it, you know what I mean? But then I just started playing this, and now I'm just like used to it. But I don't know. I like seeing the
Division's
character.
third person. Because Division's third person, and you like that.
You can see the guy. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like if you're playing Spider-Man, not to bring that shit up again, but if you are, I want to see Spider-Man. I wouldn't want to just see his arms.
Yeah,
I want to see the suit.
Like Batman too. Yeah, Batman's great. I love seeing the whole thing,
Right.
I like first person just because if we were to the closest way you could simulate you shooting a gun is first person.
Arthur.
You know what I'm saying? Like first person. The problem I have with Fortnite, I think the building's an issue, but another thing I don't like is that you're aiming third person. You don't get scopes unless you got a sniper rifle, but you don't get scopes.
I think you can change that though. I thought in Fortnite you could change the thing to that.
No. But you can in GTA.
Only in PUBG, I believe.
PUBG is.
And PUBG does
PUBG
it,
you can do that. Yeah.
Well, that's what a lot of people are saying. Like they like the choice of it, And now a lot of games don't want to give you the choice. It's either one or the other,
I think that's dumb.
I can go the rest of my life and not play Fortnite again, and I'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But it's just like,
I will say,
like people. It's fun to play with people, and it's like dealing with that, except for Koch, because he likes to roam off. He's not a good teammate. But other than that,
hey,
you know what I mean?
I play Fortnite. I will crush all of you in Fortnite. All of you.
I know. Koch actually played the other night.
Yeah, he's playing with his little nephew Ronan.
Yeah.
And
he had to show off with his nephew.
He was digging
And by the way,
I know.
Koch's nephew, just imagine Koch but with like a little Mickey Mouse voice, but same attitude.
Yeah, yeah,
Totally
dude.
the same attitude.
Got the confidence, bro.
Yeah, it's like, what is happening?
Yep. So just know,
Um,
when I leave, we got another one. We got another one
Oh,
coming.
brother.
yeah, for sure. No,
I
he
mean,
was a
talking
cute kid. We
smack,
had fun.
Yeah. No,
He
there was a
was.
time though. There was a time during the stream though that I kind of like. I wasn't trying to talk too much shit, but I was. It was me and Craig versus him and a good friend of mine that helps part owner runs the gym with my brother Brent Stepanek.
Right.
His kid.
That's right,
was
Craig. Yeah,
playing.
Craig, where's your gym again now? Just in case there's somebody out there that wants to work out.
Back
Where
in
are
my
you?
hometown, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's
He's
right
back
off
in the butthole of America, everybody.
But I don't know why Griffin calls it the butthole of America. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get that reference, but
Because it's a shit town.
but yeah,
Damn.
you have performed here. I think.
Yeah,
you
I have. I've been to Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm from LA, so everything's a shit town compared to LA.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, we're running. I think we'll be on our third week now of our
Being open.
official opening. Yep, and
Right.
it's going great. Hard drive.
How do you eat healthy in Cedar Rapids? Because isn't everything cooked with butter and cheese?
Not at all, dude. It's worse in Milwaukee.
Butter and cheese.
Have you
Butter
you've
and
been
cheese.
to
Yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been to
Milwaukee,
Milwaukee,
bro.
it's just.
You should see the pizza that Koch ate today.
Dude.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
There's
yeah.
like
I want.
there's like a weight requirement to live in Milwaukee.
Yeah, dude. It's
Craig would be
cheese
fine over
is,
there.
like the thing there.
Yeah, Craig would be the mayor.
Oh.
I'll be the mayor. Fuck it. I just don't like cow
shit.
tipping.
Titty afros. No. But
Craig hates that nickname. You can admit it. Just tell us
I
right
know.
on the
He
screen, Craig,
does.
that you hate
He
this
hates
nickname.
I just think
You
that
don't even
it's
like discussing it.
I just think that we're just even. We
Dude,
both
it's
got
bugging me,
titties,
Craig.
so let's just show 'em off, Griffin.
Oh.
If I got my titties, and Pikachu's got
Craig.
his little baby arm titties.
Yeah.
But you got
What
the
up,
most
Peach?
nicknames. We got Sandy
I
Handy,
Sandy Handy.
Sandy Handy.
Corporate
Yep.
Craig.
Wait, what was
Yep.
baby arms gonna do? What were you gonna do, baby arms? You were lifting
Nothing.
your arm up to show them off. All right. Anyway,
No, no muscles.
but okay. One last thing I want to bring back is that, and then I'll drop the issue. Is Cyberpunk the city building is amazing. I know, Arthur, back me up on this, Arthur.
Okay.
How does the city
Back to
look?
The
this.
game looks awesome. It looks like a combination of GTA, Watch Dogs, and some other shit. It looks good.
Ooh, I love.
There's
Watch
cool
Dogs.
customization. There's
Yeah.
different playstyles that you can make your character. You can be stealthy
Well, what's
or you
great
can be tanky. It looks
is, like-
good, but
Yeah.
it's single
The
player.
world building
So
is
when's-
what I like. We
when's
don't know
this
when
come
it's
out?
coming out. We don't know yet.
Okay.
They haven't set a
Yeah.
release date, but they showed off the gameplay. And what's cool is like when you go out into the world, because Red Dead's coming too, so you're gonna be judged by Red Dead and like Cyberpunk and all these games. But like, it doesn't look like generic people. Like everybody seems like they have like a real purpose, and they're each an individual character, and that's what's
Right.
exciting. It's like if we finally have a world where like everybody looks different, they're all doing their own stuff. Like that's gonna be pretty impressive, and I think that's what's exciting about it for me is like the world building, because we're gonna get to a place where it's like you're not just talking to generic characters. That
Yeah,
just walk
like every
around and
character in the
say
game
stuff.
matters, and every decision you make affects the story.
Yeah, so I mean,
But is it one of these
look,
games
there's
that's
a
gonna
lot
keep
of
going
promise.
and going like Destiny?
No, I don't think so. No.
No. It's like GTA. It's like
Yeah.
a GTA. Like maybe they'll have
Oh.
some online content, but they don't. But they've been working on this game for like 5 or 6 years. I mean, it's just a beautiful game. But it'll be interesting to see. Again, it could be overhyped. I mean, a lot of people were complaining about it. They didn't think it was life changing, but I thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty impressive game, and it looks exciting to me. And then speaking of which, Red Dead's coming out in October, so that's coming out soon too. That's gonna be cool.
Red Dead.
What about? Okay, so I know we played a couple battle royale games. Is anybody getting the new Call of Duty?
I don't know.
I'll get it if you get it.
If you get it
I've
and you
been a
like
Call of Duty
it,
guy.
then we'll play it.
I see. I started with Halo, and then I was big into Call of Duty, but I haven't got a Call of Duty title since
forever.
Advanced Warfare because I fucking hate all of them.
You know what I liked Battlefield. That was a good one. The missions were really hard.
I think they got
the missions were real hard. But didn't they have a battle royale mode in that game too? I don't remember.
No, they had a conquest, which was like it was a massive battle. It was like
and you had to like.
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And that was cool.
I think I'm excited for that, but I'm disappointed with the fact that Call of Duty, the new one's only going to be like multiplayer stuff. Like I don't think there's.
Why you play that fucking game for the story?
Yeah,
I like stories. I do like stories, and I like
the last.
Wait! In defense of Craig, I like stories too.
I do too.
But because of Destiny, I don't want the game to end. Like when I start to think, we've gotten all our money's worth with Destiny. Okay,
100%.
When I spend $99 on GTA and then like at the end it's done, then I'm looking at this world that like we're leaving. It's kind of like how like you have the Star Wars world, and then now you can have a bunch of stuff. You still live in the world. I just don't like that. I think that.
Well, to be fair, GTA is still doing DLC. Like they still have.
Yeah, but it's all like online shit. It's all online shit.
Yeah, and I don't like that online shit. Like Batman. See, I wish they would have kept going with Batman because that's what they did in Batman. They had these 4 extra missions later after the game came out, and it was like, oh, that was cool. Like I still haven't with Batman. I still haven't completed it. I still haven't completed like how you have to grab all that green shit.
Right.
I've yet to ever
stuff and.
Yeah, I've yet to ever do that.
Or Riddler.
So that's the kind of game.
Yeah.
It keeps going and keeps going.
See,
I mean, like that's just going back to it real quick. Call of Duty actually had some really strong stories.
Yes, they did.
Like the one where you're in the plane and you're shooting up all the people, like which was fucked up.
Yeah, that was
a great mission.
But
yeah,
like
Modern Warfare 2.
That everybody goes back. That was a great campaign, but that's the one everybody goes back to. You know when that game came out? That shit was so long ago.
Well, I kind of like the one with, I hate to say his name because he's now, nobody wants to talk about, but Kevin Spacey. He was in that one that I think was like...
that was Advanced Warfare, I think.
Yeah, but it was like, not the, it was like... Yeah, but it was like the second. I don't know. It was one of those.
Terrible.
Ones.
It was a terrible game.
I don't know, but I didn't mind the story. And then there was the one with the guy from like Law and Order. I'm just saying, like I like stories in games, so I think to just totally take out a campaign, I'm not a big fan of. That being said, I mean it's not like I don't like multiplayer. I just like having both. I mean that's the thing. I like having a story and I like having.
I mean
they're
multiplayer. They're just catering to that battle royale, Fortnite's changed it, and that's what everybody wants now.
Well, and PUBG.
I mean, speaking of PUBG, on Tuesday they're gonna fully release the game, quote unquote, and there's gonna be a new map. And shit.
Yeah, it is. Destiny.
Hopefully, shit renders in when we drop in that fucking
but that'll
piece of
be
shit
it.
game.
That'll be it. They're not touching.
Oh
the game
my god,
that.
that game is just I can't stand how shitty that game looks. I can't.
Well, and that
like the only thing that makes like the biggest benefit of that game is the fact that you're playing against like 70 to 100 real people. Other than that, imagine if you were playing that game and like that wasn't the feature.
I did.
Horrible.
Well,
and that's
Sager's got some deep questions.
You want me to read it?
Get into that now.
Well,
No. Let's go. Go ahead, Coach. What are you gonna say?
Okay.
Well,
nonsense.
That's why I was kind of excited for this Call of Duty. I swore Call of Duty off, but they have a shitload of money, and they usually make smooth games.
It looks promising.
Battle Royale,
it looks
promising. It's gonna be pretty smooth. Yeah.
I think my thing with Call of Duty is like they just it felt like the same after a while to me, especially with multiplayer.
What the repetitiveness?
Yeah, the repetitiveness, like every iteration of it, like they just copied Titanfall when that came out, and all of a sudden you could wall run and do all this shit. Like it just felt like like they weren't coming up with.
Titanfall. I just remembered that game.
Well,
that game looked promising too, but I don't know.
I played the shit out of the.
I think someone in our chat's been playing that game. The Straight Killer dude, he's been playing it.
I've been playing
Well,
Titanfall. I liked it, but I just get burned out after a while. It's just like everything.
what pisses me off about Call of Duty is they've done the futuristic titles, like they've all been the futuristic, and the backlash on them has been everybody wants Modern Warfare, dude. People play Modern Warfare because it was like the first big game, like on.
But that game's so good. It was really good.
I know, but I just couldn't handle the racism.
That was like a simulation of actual war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
No, I know, but the thing about that game is like I remember playing Gears of War. We talked about this before because it was like Gears of War is only 4 people, so you could talk and you're like chatting and you're like meeting people and everybody can hear each other.
Like 40.
Call of Duty had the worst game chat
and it's just like
ever.
It's like N-word,
it's all racist.
blah blah blah.
Yeah,
it's all racist.
I'm gonna fuck your mom.
Like
yeah. Like 15-year-old.
Well, I also think
no vocabulary.
Well, I think that's the. No, exactly. No, it's true, and that gets annoying. But I will say, like, the thing that's different too is like Destiny. Like, it takes time to kill things. So even if you're shooting at something, it's not like like Call of Duty's like Twitch shooting. It's like, boom, boom, he's dead.
Instant kill. Yep.
Boom, 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 he's dead. Like it's like 3 seconds, which is more realistic, but it's also Twitch gaming. So it's like, whereas like Destiny, like you feel like everything takes a little more time, and I like that better. I like having like time to kill
slowing
things
it down.
Yeah, giving you a chance to escape, at least, like you're not just like getting tagged from out of nowhere.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see where we're going. Here's another thing I was curious about, because this is a big rumor, is that Xbox is coming out with 2 consoles this next generation. I know we talked about how we're not excited about.
You said 2.
Well,
no.
2. Let me give you the reason why.
What the fuck are you saying 2 for? You making this up?
2 models. 2 models.
Fuck.
Well, Craig heard word on the street is.
Yeah.
Craig's got all the
he heard it, guys. On the internet.
He's in a lot of fights, man. Craig's in a lot of street. He's on.
If you guys want to listen, if you want to listen and talk game, then just listen up. So the reason I bring it up is because one of the game models is supposed to be subscription based and use cloud computing, and one of them is going to be like a traditional Xbox. So what's your
Why the fuck would you buy the first one?
Well, because it's probably cheaper console, and it's got the most up-to-date graphics and everything because it's all streaming.
What if you don't got internet, bro? What if you don't got internet?
If you don't have fast internet, then you're
if you don't have internet, you shouldn't be gaming anyway. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is that? What kind of...
poor people?
Shout out to all the poor people that can't afford internet. But yeah.
Well, sorry, it's not for everyone.
That's right. Griffin says you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, you can't have caviar either,
But I mean, I guess the question is like, I like the promise of like a cloud service gaming. That was OnLive that was the first thing this system called OnLive was trying to do, but it never really took off. I think it's more realistic now, but I don't know if I really want to do that. Although, what if it's subscription based and like maybe they'll say like you get all the newest games if you pay them monthly and you don't have to buy them.
That's not gonna work, bro. Nah. That's a no.
Well, I mean, people are paying for Xbox like Pass, right, and EA.
Yeah, but I don't like that because you don't get the new games. I want to play like.
But I'm saying, what if they offered?
What if they offered it? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, bro.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I pay for that stupid EA thing, and I don't only get like just all sports games for me, and like
right.
I'm just thankful.
Downloads and shit.
I'm just thankful. Over the years, they haven't raised the price for like the minimum for buying a game. Like it's always $59.99 for the base.
Yeah, I mean, I think people would have a hard time paying more. I mean, I think it's just they've done their testing. It's like, and they already get you with DLC today, and they get you with like if you want the
microtransactions and all that shit. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I mean, they're already getting you anyway for more money. So, I think it's tough today.
That Candy Crush effect. That's what it is.
Yeah. Exactly,
and that's what's funny. I got into it, and I'm not gonna name him, but it's a buddy we play with, who plays Fortnite a lot, and
you might be right, Chavez.
He was bitching about Forsaken being $40, and I was like,
that was me.
Okay.
I was asking about it.
No, that wasn't you. This is somebody else that we play with.
Oh, okay.
He was bitching about it.
$40. So, I wish it was $40.
Well, it is for the base game. It is for the base game. It's $40
for the base game, right? And I was like, back to Griffin's point. I'm like, if you look at it like how much we play Destiny, And like, let's say we were to go out. If I were to go out like downtown Milwaukee when I live in Milwaukee, I would easily spend $100-$120 on one night
What are you
going
doing,
out.
Arthur?
Turn on the fan to my computer.
And shit, Craig, when I was in LA and bought a round of shots for all of us, that shit was like $60. That was
Hell
that's
yeah,
LA.
man! Like a night out is like dude,
a
I
night's
totally agree.
expensive.
So for how much we play this game, so I kind
Yeah.
of told him that, and then I go, wait a minute, you play Fortnite? He's like, yeah, and Fortnite's free. And I said, so you're telling me you haven't bought any skins, you haven't done any microtransactions? And then there was a silence. And then he's like, okay, maybe I have. And I said, let's be honest. How much did you spend on it?
You know how much money-
$140. $140 on appearance, on skins.
Right.
You gotta look
You
good,
know?
bro.
That's how they get.
You know how much money
Yeah.
I've spent on Boom Beach? You don't even want to know, dude.
I don't even know
What
that
is Boom Beach? Yeah, what is
It's like the Clash
dude.
Royale, but it's Boom Beach.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
phone
yeah.
game.
I've spent so much
You
money.
and
And I got
Bobby.
this new one now.
Dude,
Oh yeah, I've spent,
Dude, Bobby?
I've spent an insane amount of money on these games. But you know what? I thought to myself, I'm having fun. You know, I enjoy the game.
Right.
Like you know, should the game makers not make money just because they made like a, you know what I mean?
No, I think they should, and but I understand people feeling like. For me, I've never really questioned DLC if it's good and like you want to get it. I think with Destiny, it's just been kind of a letdown. So I understand.
the only one that's really pissed me off, Curse of Osiris is the shittiest DLC ever.
Yeah, Curse of Osiris is terrible.
I should get my money back for playing that shit.
And I mean, I guess the point
but
I think
you know what Destiny's
that's why
like?
people
Destiny's
are
like Madden. Destiny's like Madden. The base game looks the same. Like it's not that different. They just like they're just changing characters and shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah, but that's the point, right? That's the issue. Is like people feel like I've spent all this money so far, and the last things that have come out for Destiny 2 really weren't super exciting. So do I really want to spend more money on a game that didn't deliver as much as I had hoped? Like, yeah, we still play the shit out of it, but a lot of it hasn't changed since the initial release as far as like maps and guns, and stuff like that.
Oh man.
Well, and I will say that like I criticize Destiny a lot, but I try to think of a game that's like it. I can't think of any game that's really like this game.
Warframe, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
But
no, not even Warframe, because Warframe's good. Well, it all depends on what type of player you are. Warframe's really good updating, and they're constantly putting shit out. But like, it's pretty much no PvP. It's all PvE.
I mean, I think Halo was that game for a long time. You know what I mean? And,
yeah, but
of course Bungie made Halo, and then they left and they created this. So
even Halo,
it does make sense.
Even Halo, though, isn't as customizable. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right, but I mean that's because that was it. Would if the Halo came out now, and it probably will be. I mean, when the new Halo 5 comes out, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure they're working on stuff like that.
God,
I mean,
Halo is gonna come out with another Halo?
Yeah, Xbox gotta make some money because there's like no fucking exclusives on Xbox.
Or not 5, whatever the next one is. They're coming out with the next one.
6.
And the thing
Halo
is,
6.
Yeah, 6. And the thing is like that they have map customization, which is pretty cool. That's something I wish like Destiny and some of these other games would have. Is like people can go out and make new maps to play on. Like that takes out the whole thing of having to wait for new maps. I mean, people out in the community are making them, and like so, that's, anyway. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, I'm excited for the future of that kind of stuff because like I like the battle royales and stuff like that, but I think the more options you give users and players is what I want. And going back to Destiny, that's why I understand people getting pissed off at the new $40 because it's like dude, they took away choice from Destiny 1. I mean, I'm still pissed. I can't choose shit.
There's a lot of things I can't stand about Destiny, like in terms of that shit, man. Like let's just be real, man. They what did they change? Everybody's excited that they made it just like what they were complaining about before. Like that's annoying to me. Like do something completely different. At least I am excited for the these new supers and all that. So that's going to be a huge change, right? But damn.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And I think some of these guns are pretty good too. You know.
Yeah.
So what's crazy about I don't know if I don't think it's so much Bungie, but Activision pretty much forced them. They're like, hey, we're taking this shit over. Like, we're cutting you out unless you get another game out by this time. So I think Destiny 2 was rushed. Yeah.
Well, that was always the original.
Yeah, fuck Activision.
It was always the original.
Right. But on top of it, they also, like, with the static rolls and increasing time, that because they wanted to make it a competitive kind of EA sport game. They wanted to try and make this game competitive, which this game has too many variables. It's really hard.
I don't think this game will ever become an esports game. Like, we have teams.
No.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Well, I mean, but what's funny about Destiny 2, like, just think back to the first Destiny, like, stuff would come out, and then, like, you would just, the way they did it, like, you wouldn't go to the moon anymore, or the Dreadnought became like, oh, there's no reason to go there, and like, so there's a lot of aspects to the game. I mean, that's what's great about it,
Mm-hmm.
But then now they're just gone. Like I still go back to, like, I don't like the fact that stuff's just sitting there,
Well, like last night,
like
Koch took us to the farm because he was working on a new character, and I was like, oh shit, I even forgot that place existed.
Yeah, the farm, exactly.
Yeah, totally right.
We played soccer
with other people,
we played soccer last
with
night.
the new DLC coming out, there's going to be an incentive to go to each planet because now you need these materials so you can infuse your gear.
Oh,
to get your lineup.
Yeah,
and
I also
they'll have like flashpoints so you can get gear.
Well, I heard they're.
Can I stress right now? I'm never getting higher level. I'm telling you right now, because I am not farming that shit. I hate that stuff.
But
is that your stepdad, Peaks?
Yeah, it's the guy you want to be.
Yeah, I think they're
your stepdad. Yeah.
I think they're adding like more of the escalation protocol shit to all the planets too.
Oh, that would be tight.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That'd be tight.
Yeah.
Different enemies.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll tell you right now, Peaks, I got more hair than that dude.
Whatever.
All right, go ahead, Coke. What are you saying?
No, that's just what I was saying. I was just saying that they're adding like a escalation to other planets too.
They better bring They better bring back SLR racing.
I think they are. December.
How about just bringing back more PvP modes? Like, where's Rift? Where's all that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna start an online fight. He's gonna start an online
He's
fight.
gonna start another thread on
I'll
the
be in the
internet.
mix. I'll be in the mix.
They're really mad online about it's just him.
Yeah.
I'm
Word
the
on
only
the
guy.
street.
Like he starts the thread is just
Yeah.
Craig. All right,
It's just me starting all these internet fights. Yeah.
Here's this one. Okay, let's say you have one Destiny planet you could be on, and then what 2 guns would you have with you?
One Destiny planet I would be on. 2 guns. Are we doing just D2 or D1?
The whole, all of it. D1 and D2. The Destiny universe. Your favorite planet, and then what 2 guns would you have to have? What's your primary? What's your we can do heavy if you want, but I just think those 2 are the ones,
Okay, so I'll go D1. But I would say planet wise I'll go Mercury, just because I like the Vex looking shit. And then I would have to go my old school Imago loop and an icebreaker. Those would be my 2 weapons.
Oh God!
Yep. And you know why?
Well, okay.
It's unlimited ammo.
Yeah. What was that one? What was that? I would go D1 gun too. It would be that one that what was that one scout rifle that it was auto and it was also it had a solar burn on it.
Vision of Confluence.
Vision of Confluence is my favorite gun, right?
Yep.
And then I would also pick the one he just said, the sniper rifle.
Icebreaker.
I don't know what mine would be.
But I would go on. What's the planet? Oh my God! I don't think it wasn't the moon. Damn, it wasn't Mars either. I think it was. I don't know. What was that one where you go left and it would be all those fallen right there, and then when you go around to the middle, it was there was like that upper platform. Was that? Damn, what planet was that?
Venus?
Man? Venus, yes.
Yeah.
Venus was my planet. I loved Venus. Oh, because you had like because you can. You know why I love Venus too? Because you could start the Vault of Glass raid with 6 people.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you could just leave it and go patrol the planet with
Patrol
6
the planet,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's
Vault
what I
of
loved
Glass,
about that.
dude. That was just the best raid.
Pikachu,
man.
you
The
didn't
Vault of
really
Glass
get
was
into
awesome.
D1, right?
I got into D1 very late in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
you're a
would you
noob.
pick, Peaks?
Pikachu's
What
still
would
a
you
noob.
pick?
He's a
No, what would you
Yes.
pick, Peaks? What would be
I don't know.
two things? All right, great. That's Pikachu for you. All right, so anyway,
So you, Craig?
I would.
I only played this game to fucking play with Steve and Bobby, man.
See, here's the weird part. We all chose
Oh
D1.
my!
I
Oh,
chose
just Steven
D1
Bobby, you
too.
piece of shit.
Just yeah.
In the
just Steven
beginning,
Bobby.
I didn't even know
Fanboy.
you guys existed.
Fanboy over here.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Fanboy.
exactly. Fanboy extreme.
Where's
So
Stevie?
for me, it'd be D1 too. For me, it'd be D1 too. It'd be. I like the moon. I thought the moon was cool. I just liked the way it looked, and especially like the PvP on that one moon map where you had the big one with all the vehicles. And
First
then
Light, dude. I love that
yeah,
one.
First Light. I missed that so much. And then as far as like guns, mine would be Monte Carlo because I used to love the Monte Carlo, and
Yeah,
it
you
would
did.
be
That was your gun.
that was
Gavin,
my
can
gun.
you shut
I
up
love
the dog?
Monte
I'm
Carlo.
streaming.
And then
Please.
my secondary, I would want that shoddy. I was trying to think which one I liked. It was a party for. What was the party one? It was like party for something. There was two.
Yeah.
There was two, and then there was one with the big barrel. Like the picture had like a big barrel. I like those two. I can't remember what they were called though.
Party,
was like
party Crasher.
Party Crasher. Yeah, I think Party.
I thought
Crasher
the
was mine.
Cosmodrome was pretty good. I wish they would like remember when they had that like when the DLCs were coming out, but before that it would be like it was like the fallen. They would come. Those fallen ships would come. Like those public events.
The wolves.
Remember the original?
Yeah.
And the wolves. And then like
Yeah.
the hive one, the hive sword guy would come out.
The Crota.
Those were the good old. Those were the good old
Yeah.
days. Those were the good old days, and they ruined it.
I mean, that's the thing going back to map sizes. Like the Cosmodrome
the
that other side. But like the Cosmodrome at the other side, you go through and like it'd be massive. Like you'd have to take your bike to like go through and pick up everything. Like and like now it's like I don't feel that way with these maps. They don't feel as large when you're doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I agree. Except for the EDZ. The EDZ is pretty big. You can like when you drive around the whole thing.
I think EDZ is probably the biggest. It's the biggest planet.
It is.
Right?
Yeah. The Titan's pretty small. Titan's bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like Mars is bullshit. That is bullshit.
I hope.
I can't stand
I hope
Mars.
the reef is big.
Yeah, Mercury's bullshit.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. That's what she said. So like I have like an outside of gaming question. Like, so Koch, are you excited about your next fight? Are you like hyped up for
pumped.
this? Or like
Yeah, you pumped?
preparing?
So anybody that doesn't
are you
know,
preparing differently? Like what's the do? Are you doing anything differently?
I mean, well, I'm back home right now. I'll finish my camp at Rufus Sport, which is where I lived for 9-10 years.
Wow.
I mean, right now, I mean the fight. We're not even 3 months out yet, so I'm busting my ass. I'm having fun and eating the little bit of bad food I still can while I'm still far out. But other than that, I'm just
How far out do you have to like start like where just chicken breast and all that shit?
Right. Normally for 55, I would have to start like 2 months out, but I'm moving up to 170. But that doesn't mean I want to get fat,
Right.
Yeah, we want fat Coke.
I'm maintaining well, and I don't want to cut a bunch of. So,
dude, Pikachu's camera looks like one of those Asian scary movies, like those little scary Asian kids that walk in the background. Did you see that?
Well, his sister just came by, and I wish she was next to him because they're the same size.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
She's not.
Pikachu, are you in the living
Pikachu's
room?
the only person standing up and sitting down is the same size.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's true though.
But we're excited about. I still think I want to be in the corner of one of your fights
Yeah, we gotta get you in there. We gotta get you.
Yeah, I've never been to a UFC event.
Yeah.
Can I hold the? I want to hold the bucket, bro.
Violent.
Here's the part that bums me out is every time Koch's like, I might be fighting in Las Vegas, which we could easily get to, like our flight or something.
It's fighting the butt fuck
like
nowhere.
Alaska or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm gonna fight in a cool place, and they're like, oh, they moved me to Albuquerque.
Yeah, exactly.
With this last one, I had a feeling because they were gonna do a Milwaukee card earlier, but I think it got held back because of the stadium. They got a new arena that they're making there. And so it got pushed back, and I wanted something in Vegas, but I'm from Milwaukee. My camp's in Milwaukee, so I knew for sure
it makes
that
sense.
they wanted me on the
card. You gotta
card.
fight where you gotta fight. I'm just saying for us, it's a bummer because they're like, oh, Vegas, we're gonna get, me and Peace would drive down there, all night, and
yeah, we all would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would have flew, but.
Yeah.
Just
there we go. Money bags over there. But I think
Southwest, motherfucker, you could get a cheap flight.
Yeah, no, I would fly, Craig. Fuck driving.
No, we could drive together. That'd be fun.
Either way, it would be fun to get down there and see you. But I'm excited for your fight. That's gonna be exciting. So when's the date again, and who are you fighting again? You just
it is December 15th. I'm fighting Grant, dude from Dwight. That's how I remember his name because Office. I love
the Office, of course.
He's an
Do you
AKA
know him?
guy.
Have you met him before?
No, I've never met him. He trains at AKA.
Okay.
Is that a norm? Do you normally not meet the person ahead of time?
I mean, it's a small
pool. It depends,
so
right?
A lot of times you have met, you've met and stuff like that. But I mean, it's a business. It's a sport, and everybody deals with it a different way. But even if we know each other, we're still gonna fight. I'm not gonna. Yeah. The only people I wouldn't fight are obviously people I train with, like training partners. Other than that, it's all fair game. But yeah, he trains at AKA. A good gym.
Yeah, I'm obviously here, so I could spy for Koch.
That's where Cain Velasquez, DC, all those guys train. Khabib. So he's a tough dude.
Wow,
he likes to stand up.
That's up north.
Where is
that? Is that up north?
AK's in San Jose. I live near
it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it'll be a good fight, and I should have a good crowd in Milwaukee, and I'm just excited to go up in weight because I'm way too big to cut to 55, so I'm excited to, be reinvigorated, at 170 and have some power again. I miss that.
Shit.
Looking forward to it.
And that's gonna be in Milwaukee, huh?
Milwaukee, yeah. You should try and
just
get some shows down here.
Just when you moved, maybe we should set something. Maybe we should try to set up some kind of private UFC show event or something. We'll figure it out.
Wait,
where Koch beats a Pikachu for an hour.
Hey, I owe Pikachu.
No, you don't.
Fighters in the community. It's like a corporate event,
Yeah. Yeah.
Pikachu, you gotta get those leg kicks going.
Yeah,
whatever. We gotta post that video of him kissing my shoes, man.
Oh, now you want more leg kicks? You want more leg kicks?
No. That's
you lost that bet, huh? What was that bet that you lost?
I bet Koch that TC would beat Stipe, and I won. We're gonna bet again with the Connor fight.
Won. Yeah. You're doing that again.
Who do you think's gonna win that?
Doing a bet?
Yeah, we'll bet. I don't know what it'll be, but yeah, you got Khabib and I got Connor.
Fight?
All right.
We'll figure something out.
How about that's what it'll be? A winner gets to kick the other one in the leg as hard as they can.
What?
Oh,
that's not fair.
You sound like a bully. Winner gets to slap the other person in the face.
Dude, I would not have a leg.
Close knuckle punch. Yeah. Close knuckle punch.
You're not gonna do it. You'll break Pikachu's little baby body. Anyway.
Yeah. Maybe his baby arm take the impact.
Yeah. So anyway, I just want to say I think it's been a good roundtable. So let's talk about next weekend. Everybody, please tune in.
Yeah, September 8th, Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there. We'll have an undercard.
And we will have an undercard that we get out to. We need to get that out before the
Yes,
event.
we'll get the undercard out and all that. It's going to be some good ones. I'm going to be announcing. I'm going to have a suit on.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be
And
awesome.
yeah, so we're gonna get all that going. So please tune in next Saturday, and watch us on the 8th at 12 p.m. to watch Koch versus Gernader. Jake, it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
It's
On a
going
side
to
note,
charity.
Coke and I will be doing a 24-hour stream on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Yep. It'll be mostly
For
Coke,
the,
but I'll be there.
For the
at the very end of
Forsaken.
it.
And I'll
Yep.
probably jump
Yep.
in, but I don't think I'll be there 24/7. So
Yeah.
Well, here's the
And I'm gonna try to
also
see if I
Pete-
can interview. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a hold of Jake and do like a pre-interview. You know, just
Okay.
to see what
Yeah,
he has to
pre-fight
say about
interview.
Destiny and a pre-fight interview. You know, I wish we could do
Yeah,
a
yeah.
weigh-in. That'd be kind of fun.
Wait.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Like
That'd
we
be
weighed
awesome.
a controller. That'd be great.
yeah, totally.
Make
And
sure
a
it's
controller
all-
had
it's
1
all-
pound, 2 ounces.
He didn't make
Well, good
weights,
stuff,
though.
guys.
He added mods to his controller. We're gonna have to re-inspect him. He's gonna have to reweigh.
yeah.
Yeah.
That 14 ounce versus 16 ounce. And we were trying to have this weight loss challenge, but Craig bitched out on it.
Craig's
so.
afraid.
So if you guys
Hey, Pikachu.
want the weight loss challenge to
Pikachu.
happen, go to Craig's Instagram. It's Afrosion.
I'm already
and,
working on
and
it.
comment
I'm
hashtag
just
Craig
not
is
doing a
fat.
challenge.
Okay.
Why don't you want to do a
Pikachu.
challenge? I'm down. You know how hard it is for me to lose weight?
Hey, Pikachu. You know what your hat should say?
What?
He's the same thing
know
he
your
does
hat
about
should
kitty
say-
afros. He
it
just
should say
ignores it.
not-
Stop
Not here
deflecting.
for a short time.
Yeah,
Not here for a short
deflector.
time. Here for a long time.
Whatever.
That's what that hat should say. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna lose weight regardless of what you guys are doing. And even Coke eating all his like hunted
God.
meat, he's gonna go get.
Yeah, that's a meat.
Oh, well, he is in Cedar
Alright.
Rapids. You have to hunt. You have to hunt your own chicken and everything over there.
No,
Your own
no,
chicken.
You don't. No, Griffin. I don't
You
know
guys
if
get
you
those
heard,
wild
but I
chickens,
s-
right?
what I said is my New Year's resolution. The only meat I'm gonna eat is meat that I hunt. So like deer and stuff
Oh,
like that.
wow.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no more Korean
I'm not
barbecue
gonna
for
eat
Coke.
any.
Maybe he'll make some
Yeah.
exceptions.
Bar-
I might.
what are you
I might make an exception.
Are you kidding
Korean
me?
barbecue.
Are you kidding me? Coke would never not eat Korean barbecue. This dude,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
Korean. He goes to fucking Korean barbecue so much.
Yeah, I love Korean. I'll make an exception for that.
Oh
That'll be
shit!
the
What's up,
only time.
Nathaniel?
I'll be the only
Yeah.
time.
Hey, Nathaniel. Well, anyway, guys, good stream. We'll hopefully see everybody Tuesday and mostly Saturday, and
Saturday's the
vote
big
on who
day.
you think's gonna win, guys. We want to
Are-
see who wins.
Are we gonna stream Gambit after
Coke
this? We're
or
gonna play
Grenade?
Oh,
Gambit.
Jake.
go to. We're gonna have to put a poll. Voice Fireteam for that
Ooh, we
Yeah.
should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Peaks
on the
will
Twitter.
get
Yeah,
that
put a poll
going.
up now.
I'll put up.
And make it 7
Yeah.
days. You put it up for 7 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of those.
Well, that's
Okay.
on
Retweeting
Instagram,
it.
right? Instagram,
Yeah.
right? Or is
No,
that
no.
Twitter?
You
Yeah.
can do it on both. You can do it on Instagram, but
Okay.
no, put it on the Instagram one. Will Coke win? Yes or no? But on Twitter, you could put like, we'll put once we get to undercards, we'll say like, which one are you most excited about? We'll have a bunch of tweets. Just look out for it.
Yeah.
We'll be there. It's gonna be fun.
Right.
It's gonna be
All
fun.
right, thanks, guys. All right,
right.
see you Saturday, hopefully.
Yeah.
Saturday
Thanks.
at 12 p.m.
Hope you guys enjoy.